Hey, so we just finished a pretty full-on production for Samsung to promote the Samsung wall. We were lucky enough to have the chief executive of the NZX here, full production team, plus the managing director of Samsung New Zealand. What we've produced here is pretty outstanding. It is world class, and we're very proud of it. Everything from the amazing Samsung wall and just the detail of how hard it was to actually put it in. It was tricky to put it in. You know, the wall had to be, the tiles here have to be so straight that if they're not, you start to see a little bit of misalignment. The original wall that carpenters put up wasn't straight enough. It had to be within 2 mil. It's actually really hard to do. We had to pull the first one down. That upset everybody. Try and finish it, because they hadn't thought about the finishing, and we went into the detail of the finishing because this is all part of the wall. It's a magnetic strip that sort of holds it together. Of course, we've got our remote app, which effectively drives everything, configured especially for the stock exchange, so that we can play content, switch content, whenever we want, which we change content on the fly. Yeah, so the example of the widgets is the stock ticker at the top. That's the same live stock exchange data that we use on the outside ticker. Then we've got Auckland weather, for example, that's another widget. We've got business news, and then of course we've got Bloomberg content here, Bloomberg TV. That's a US feed, but that can be Sky Television, it can be whatever we want. Full screen presentation to customers about who the stock exchange are. When they get school groups through here or whatever it happens to be. The great thing, another thing that we're actually quite proud of is the switching and how fast it is. There you go, that's what they do for some of the listings. One of the listing events we had here with Linton. So it's used all the time, this place. So this is the boardroom, obviously with the 98 drop-down screen. This comes out of the ceiling. All right. This is pretty cool. Again, quite tricky to get in. We need to do a lot of preliminary work trying to get the ceiling tiles, absolutely bang on. Bit of seismic in there to make sure we had it secure. A little bit of an issue where the actual pole mounting system wouldn't fit in the lift. So minor detail. The 98 only just fitted in the lift. So that caused a few challenges along the way. The camera here, some of the other team put in the Microsoft Teams solution. So we can again play the default content. And when anybody comes in here, they can very quickly switch to Microsoft Teams. So you literally go Microsoft Teams. Right. I mean, it's that quick. So here we go, we've changed it to Sky Television with the widgets, with the business news, but we're now integrated completely into the audio system. So we control the audio system just in this zone, because remembering these walls might be removed, we've got a big event happening, the screen gets put up there, and the audio, we want to control the audio for the presenters on their microphones in conjunction with their presentation. So we need to be able to control the audio and the audio levels. That's all done through the remote app. And this is the media room for the New Zealand Stock Exchange. So this is where we can do podcasts, videos. This was quite a challenge also, this particular room. This, as you notice, is a beautiful curved screen. In conjunction with the audio systems, the television systems where we've got key locks so that we can do proper filming. Again, in the corner we have complete control over what the content plays. This is quite hard to do because of the audio, quite restricted space. Again, we had to really think about this and putting the right solution in here with the screen for this particular environment was a challenge. In this particular fit out, we've got about 12 to 15 screens in every meeting room, all the public areas. Some of them are Microsoft Teams capable, some of them aren't. Some of them are showing Bloomberg TV, some of them are showing Sky TV, some of them are there for meetings. The idea, the whole thing is to be flexible. And I think with the iMagnet software and our system on chip, we have complete control over what's playing, when it's playing. We can default content to it. But very easily, as we saw in the boardroom, for somebody to walk into a room and go, I want a meeting room now, I want Teams now. And it has to be instantaneous.